Mama June star Shannon has had a tendency to create controversy in the reality TV realm. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Her drug addiction and a never-ending list of toxic relationships have made headlines. Over the years, the celeb has spent a lot on her obsession, and it seems that now she is regretting all her life decisions. Recently, fans noticed Shannon and Justin trying everything under the sun just to earn a buck. Hence, it seems that now this couple is really in need of money and is ready to do anything to survive. Are they really broke? Are they out of funds now? Mama June. Fans feel Shannon and her husband really need money now. Fans have always felt that none of Shannon's life decisions were practical and calculated. She simply went with the flow and was carried away with her addiction and obsessions. However, now it seems that Mama June has to bear the harsh consequences of everything she has ever done in life. Recently, she was live on TikTok like always. Coincidentally, her husband, Justin Stroud, was also live at that time promoting his $450 gift card giveaway that he had been advertising for almost a week now. On the other hand, Shannon talked about her wedding and how much she paid for it. Meanwhile, she also advertised a random candy company. As per the celeb, it used to send her free stuff whenever she took its name during her live sessions. Mama June viewers were quick to notice how neither Shannon nor Justin has a real job, and perhaps they are really in need of money now. A disgusted user wrote, "Yikes. Back up." Another one claimed, as long as fans pay their bills with dollar from the latest grift, they will grift and grift more. It was evident that viewers were really tired of watching Shannon and Justin promoting random things just to earn some bucks. Hence, they suggested the couple get a real job. Mama June. Where did all of Shannon's money go? Shannon has admitted that she had some expensive addictions in the past. She confessed that she used cocaine quite a bit during Mama June. From not to hot. Moreover, the celeb ended up spending a hefty share on casinos and drugs. As per the reports, June spent around $1 million on drugs that too in a year. This go-with-the-flow decision of hers might have surely affected her financial condition. Hence, the matriarch has now started to call herself a coupon queen, and is now back to penny pinching, as per the current scenario. After all these expenses, Shannon wanted to walk down the aisle with her husband. Hence, she decided to exchange vows in an oceanfront ceremony in Panama City, Florida. Though initially her wedding seemed to be an expensive one, June claimed that it cost only $13,000. She reduced the list to just 38 guests, including only her family and friends, to cut out the expenses. Hence, the celeb successfully had a lavish wedding on a reasonable budget. Yet it is evident that she is dealing with financial crisis these days. Keep coming back to TV season and spoilers for all the latest Mama June tea. The sun beat down mercilessly on the small trailer park where Mama June Shannon and her son, Justin, lived. Inside their cramped mobile home, the air was thick with humidity, and the stifling heat seemed to cling to every surface. Despite the oppressive weather, Mama June and Justin tried to make the best of their situation. But deep down, they knew that their financial struggles were becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. For years, Mama June had done her best to provide for her family, working odd jobs and pinching pennies to make ends meet. But with each passing day, it seemed as though their expenses continued to rise, while their income remained stagnant. Bills piled up on the kitchen table, and the constant worry of how they would make ends meet weighed heavily on Mama June's shoulders. Justin, too, felt the burden of their financial woes. As a young man trying to find his place in the world, he longed for the freedom to pursue his dreams and build a better life for himself and his family. But with no job prospects on the horizon and mounting debts to repay, his aspirations seemed increasingly out of reach. As Mama June sat at the kitchen table, poring over their overdue bills, a sense of desperation washed over her. She knew that something had to change, and fast, if they were to avoid sinking further into debt. But with no viable solutions in sight, she couldn't help but feel a sense of hopelessness creeping in. "Mom," Justin said, breaking the silence that hung heavy in the air, "we can't keep living like this. We need to find a way to make more money, or we'll never get ahead." Mama June nodded, her brow furrowed in deep concentration. I know, baby, I know. But I just don't know what else we can do. We're barely scraping by as it is. Justin sighed, running a hand through his hair in frustration. There's gotta be something we can do. We can't just sit around and wait for things to magically get better. Mama June chewed on her lip, lost in thought. Suddenly, an idea began to form in her mind, one that seemed so simple yet so daunting at the same time. What if we, I don't know, start a business? She suggested tentatively. Justin's eyes widened in surprise. A business? Mom, do you really think we could pull that off? Mama June shrugged, a flicker of determination sparking in her eyes. Why not? We've got nothing to lose at this point. And who knows? Maybe it'll be just what we need to turn things around. With renewed purpose, Mama June and Justin set to work brainstorming ideas for their new venture. They spent hours huddled together at the kitchen table, poring over possibilities and weighing the pros and cons of each potential business idea. Finally, after much deliberation, they settled on a plan. They would start a food truck business, serving up Mama June's famous Southern comfort food to hungry customers all across town. It was a risky proposition, to be sure, but Mama June couldn't shake the feeling that it just might work. With Justin's help, Mama June began to transform their old beat-up truck into a mobile kitchen fit for a chef. They spent countless hours painting and decorating the exterior, installing state-of-the-art appliances and fixtures, and perfecting Mama June's signature recipes. As word of their new venture spread throughout the community, Mama June and Justin found themselves inundated with requests for their delicious comfort food. Lines formed around the block wherever they parked their truck, and customers couldn't get enough of Mama June's mouth-watering dishes. Before long, Mama June and Justin's food truck had become a staple of the local food scene, beloved by residents and tourists alike. Their business was booming, and with each passing day, they found themselves one step closer to achieving their dream of financial stability. But success didn't come without its challenges. Running a food truck business was hard work, and Mama June and Justin often found themselves working long hours into the night to keep up with demand. There were days when they were exhausted and discouraged, ready to throw in the towel and admit defeat. But through it all, they refused to give up. They had come too far to turn back now, and the thought of giving up on their dream was simply not an option. As the months passed, Mama June and Justin's hard work began to pay off. Their food truck business continued to thrive, and they found themselves in a better financial position than they had ever been before. They were able to pay off their debts, save for the future, and even afford a few luxuries that had once seemed out of reach. But more than that, they had found a sense of purpose and fulfillment that money could never buy. They had overcome adversity and risen above their circumstances, proving to themselves and the world that with hard work, determination, and a little bit of Southern charm, anything was possible. As Mama June sat at the kitchen table, surrounded by the remnants of their latest meal service, a sense of pride swelled in her chest. She glanced over at Justin, who was washing dishes in the sink with a smile on his face, and felt a surge of gratitude for the son who had stood by her side through thick and thin. "We did it, baby," she said, her voice tinged with emotion. "We really did it." Justin looked up from the sink, his eyes shining with pride. "Yeah, Mom, we did. And I couldn't have done it without you." With that, they shared a knowing smile, a silent acknowledgement of everything they had been through and everything they had overcome. And as they basked in the warm glow of their success, Mama June couldn't help but feel a sense of optimism for the future, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together as a family.